Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be diving into Natas, a word game from the OverTheWire designed to sharpen your web security skills. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Now let's jump in and start hacking our way through Natas. The level I'm going to do will be level 23. And in this level will involve a bit interesting thing or behavior of PHP programming language. You know, such behavior will be very different from other programming languages. Okay, so we can copy this address as starting point and we can paste into the address bar of the browser, and we need to provide the username and password Natas23, and we can get its password from notebook and paste into password field, sign in, don't save. So we need to provide the password to log in, and before we try anything, I think we can check its source code by right-clicking the link and open link the new tab. So very simple code. In the middle of this page, here, the first line of this PHP code is if statement. So if request array contains the key password, and then we'll do the following. If else, this is the inner if statement. And this is the function string. This function is to check whether the pattern exists in this string. And if exists, and then we'll return is the first occurrence of this pattern and also remaining characters in this string. So maybe I'd like to use online compiler to illustrate this function. So let me open this PHP compiler. We can use, so how to do? We can use string, and we can put like hello world. How are you? And the second argument is pattern. For example, we can put the world. We can click run. And this will return the first occurrence of this pattern and also the remaining characters or remaining strings in the original string. However, if this word or this pattern doesn't exist in this string or in this text, and it will return false. For example, I can put another W. As you know, this word does not, or this pattern does not exist in this string. So if we click run, return nothing, because false will not be printed out. Okay? So I think I've already explained this function, string. Let's go back to the source code. So next, this is a logical operation, and if the first, of course, the returned value from this function would be two types. The first is false, and second would be a string, which is not empty. Okay? Of course, not empty string. We can treat string which is not empty as true. And then this is the on the right, very, very interesting. As we know, the password should be string. For example, I love you or hello world. However, here is comparing string with a digital number. So this is a particular behavior of the PHP programming language. And if, of course, if we can compare, normally we can compare, digit numbers, for example, greater, equal, okay? But we know this value for this key password would be string, for example, like I love you or something else. And now this logical operation is comparing string with digital number. So how the PHP handles such comparison? In PHP, when we compare string to number using comparison operators like greater or less or equals, PHP tries to convert the string to number first. And this process is called type juggling. And here, for example, if the string starts from a numerical value, and then the PHP will convert that part into number and ignore the rest. Let me give you the example. For example, in case the password is word, and maybe we can put like 98. And in this case, when this string is compared to, for example, like a 10, and this string starts with 98 numeric values. So the first of all, when do such logical operation, first of all, we'll extract the numeric value or digits, and then we'll ignore the remaining string, and then we'll compare this extract numeric value to 10, and then this condition or result of this logical operation would be true. Let me show you what I mean on this online PHP compiler. So we can, for example, we can call it. If we can return 1, and it means the true. For example, like hello, 1. Maybe we can call it 200 and hello, and I want to compare this string to 10. Okay, so what do you guess? What we can get from this logical operation? If you click run, and you will get the 1. It means the true. If you change this greater to less, and then we'll return nothing, or it simply means false. Okay, false. So I think you have already got my point. However, if the string no doesn't contain any numeric value, and this will be treated as 0. Okay, so now let's go back. So to make the following code, of course, this is what we want to execute to get the credentials or get the flag. We need to have both conditions true. And first of all, this condition should be true or some string which is not empty. And also this one would be, the password should include or contain numeric value. And this numerical value should be greater than 10. So I think we can construct such password. For example, let's go back, like anything, 80 or 85, doesn't matter, or we can put more. And then, as you know, this condition, we need to contain this string. Otherwise, the result of this function will be false. And, as you know, either of conditions is false, and the entire result of logical operation would be false. So we need to include this string into our password. We can copy, and for example here, and you can put anything after that. It doesn't matter. So now if we click login, as you can see, we can successfully get the password for the next level. Hopefully, I have already explained the logic of this source code or the web application. Next, I'm going to use Python to implement this very quickly. Okay, so let's go back and open Developer 2 of a browser and go to Network tab. We can put anything, login, and then the first link we can copy value as Q command, and we can go to the website of this website, convert Q to Python, and then paste in here. So we copy this Python code to clipboard, and then let's go back to PyCharm editor. We can right click on this folder what we are working on and go to new Python file. We can call it Natas 23 or any name what you want, and PyCharm will automatically take care of its extension of py automatically for us, right? So we can simply paste the code from clipboard. Next, we need to do some modifications. As previous level, we need to import a class from authentication module and HTTP basic authentication. So first of all, we need to initialize the instance for this class. And for this class, to initialize this class, initialize this instance, we need to give two arguments. The first one is username, and then followed by its password. We can get it from notebook. Now we can paste in here, and also we can come out this line. It's not necessary anymore because we want to specify this option in this get method of requests module. Okay, and password field, we need to construct the payload which matches the pattern, and we need to start with some numeric value like 7. This doesn't matter, and also this password must contain string I love you. Okay, so now we can, of course, here the parameters. Okay, this is parameters because the application is using get method to submit this request. Okay, so now we need, please do not forget to specify the authentication argument basic. So what we have to do next, we just print the response, its text attribute. So now if we bring up the terminal window to test our program, hit enter. As you can see, I think we have already got credentials for the next level. Fantastic, right? So to quickly recap, to get the flag for the next level, we should understand what the application is behaving or how the application is behaving. And we need, in order to understand such behavior, we need to understand some functions like this function, and also when we need to know how PHP interprets or how to make logical operation between string and numeric value or digit. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.